Hello, and welcome to the All-Time Quarterback Podcast number 4. I'm Aaron.
I'm John.
With me is John.
That's me.
We're still waiting for our all-time quarterback, Jack, to hop on with us. He maybe have gotten as injured as some of the Packers did today. I'm not sure, or just fell asleep. Who knows? The game is just wrapping up here in Wisconsin.
We all broke the huddle. We were hoping he was going to join us, but well, who knows?
So, anyways, what'd you think of the game?
I thought it was okay. I thought defensively they played pretty well. Full disclosure, there is 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This game is not over yet, although it's over. It's just not over. I thought they played all right. I thought their defense played pretty well. Now,
speaking of the defense, just to cut you off there of your thought completely, just to take the mic and just run with it here.
Cutting everybody off, that makes Jack the most valuable player then, because now we're all disjointed.
This is a train wreck already. Some really smart football guys were saying that the Packers are actually almost trying to eliminate the linebacker position because they haven't played any linebackers hardly at all in the past 2 games. But then against the Bears, Capers just said, hey, let's just put a bunch of linebackers and stop their run. And that was a great game plan up front, huh?
Well, here's the thing, and you had talked about it last week when we talked about the Bear game, is they only have 2 weapons. They have Jordan Howard and they have Tariq Cohen, both running backs. If you stop the running game and dare Mike Glennon to beat you, odds are you're going to have a good day, because Mike Glennon's not.
Right.
Like he likes to take snaps with his knees. Like
that was excellent. I didn't know what happened. Like it looked like the center just like didn't even snap and just like threw the ball, and then I thought, well, Mo, that can't be right. So did he just throw it back and then Glennon like shovel passed it to the linebacker? No, he kicked it with his knee, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Bounced right off his knee, and I don't know. Only the Bears can have a quarterback take a snap with his knee and have it hit the football so perfectly that it goes 10 yards up the field.
It was amazing. And now that was before the delay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was after? That delay really threw me off.
Yeah, the first two possessions. Well, the first play the Bears ran from scrimmage was the sack fumble.
The sack fumble, that was a great play. Yeah.
And then on their next series, that's when they had the knee ball.
The knee fumble. Now, is that rival the butt fumble that
nothing ever rivals the butt fumble? Anytime you get to say the word butt fumble, everybody just laughs anyway, so it's fun to say. Knee fumble just doesn't have the same ring to it. Not only that, but the butt fumble was caused because Mark Sanchez ran into his own guy as fast as he could. Like that, you can't recreate that kind of comedy outside of the New York Jets organization.
But that then let's see, we had 2 quick scores, right? One to Adams, one to Cobb. Then we had this rain delay, like lightning. Hey, all of a sudden,
which wasn't even in the forecast,
right? And then it just kept going on, and then they, Romo talked a little bit, and then they brought it back, which he did a great job again.
Still my new favorite guy.
Just wonderful. And then They bounced around to a bunch of guys. I just wish they would have just had Romo just talk the whole time.
I really think that that's a thing. And we're going to have to effort to get him on here because I think he's just going to fit in just great. And I am not, unlike Jack, I am not trying to replace you right away. But I think he is funny, and I think he is very good at being smart enough to be an NFL quarterback, but being able to dumb it down for the rest of us as to why things happen the way they do.
Yeah.
Just fantastic.
And then when it started again, I'm like, holy cow, it's only the second. Look at the whole second quarter. It's like, this will be a long game.
I didn't like the idea of having 2 halftimes. That was a little bit too much for me. Like, second quarter's over. Let's roll it back right away. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. You already had an hour off. What are we doing here? But
and then and then in the first quarter there, Ty Montgomery gets hurt.
Are we concerned about that?
Well, I think the reports are saying that he has broken ribs. Happened on the first play is what I read now.
But the Packers vehemently refuted that.
Well, of course they would. When you don't want to tell people your injury because then they're just going to hit you there all the time.
Well, that's what Tony Romo said. That's what Tony Romo said.
And so did I. So,
gosh, you're just as smart as Tony Romo. Oh my God. The game has gone final. The final of tonight's game is 35-14. But yeah, I don't think that you need to go around spreading that Ty Montgomery has a bunch of broken ribs, but I really liked the way that Aaron Jones ran the football tonight, actually.
Well, yeah, because then, Aaron Williams, right?
No, Jamal Williams got hurt.
Jamal Williams was going to come in, and he got hurt like right away too.
Yeah, within like 2 or 3 carries.
Hurt his knee, and but I really liked Aaron Jones. I always thought he had a great preseason, much better. I didn't understand why Jamal Williams was ahead of him in the depth chart, just off of what I was seeing on the field.
Aaron Jones can run the football.
Yeah,
and he wears a running back number. Which is legit because then he's a running back. And
he'll get picked up on fantasy. Oh, here's our quarterback.
Our quarterback's here. All right.
Quarterback, question for you.
There you have it. The Green Bay Packers over the Chicago Bears 35 to, I don't know, maybe 14.
We did that already.
Well, podcast starts now. That's what people listen to.
Are you just in a photo booth? Like, where the hell are you?
Were you at
on the floor of my living room. On the floor.
What happened to the green room?
It puts the lotion in the basket, bro. What are you doing in the dungeon?
With different rooms. So, did you guys, Aaron Pankey to my left, John Vitimus to my right? I, of course, am Jack Tomzak with the podcast Up and Adam. Did they mail it in like Vidi suggested they do?
Not all the way that I thought they would, but neither tackle played. Mike Daniels didn't play. Poor Nick
Ray Daniels didn't play either.
Poor Nick Perry got his white cast green. He had grass stains on his cast.
All right. Now re-say all the things you guys already said.
Well, we're almost at halftime. We're almost till halftime.
All right.
And now it's halftime. And
first halftime or second halftime?
Which half did you watch?
I got to the game right as it started to rain. I watched for 47 minutes. And I drifted off. And now I'm here. I probably caught the middle 2 quarters.
It disturbs me that it looks like you've lost power.
I could turn lights on.
I know it just feels like you need to be rescued right now, and
Yeah, it seems like it's dark, it's hot, you're sweating.
I'm a little sweaty.
If I had the ability to operate a motor vehicle right now, I would come rescue you.
Well, I'm heartened by the fact that you guys are more concerned about my well-being than about discussing further the Green Bay Packers. Thank you.
How do you feel
to
about?
Be fair, we have been concerned about your well-being for the last hour.
I waited till the game was over.
We gave everybody a full disclosure that the game was still going on, but it was over.
Yeah, it was over. I don't know if you saw Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns.
I don't know if you watched
easily,
the fourth quarter.
And the Bears didn't stop him.
I saw a couple to Jordy Nelson. But don't let me interrupt you with the start of the podcast. Continue on, second half.
I mean, the only thing the Bears did right was on that first score. They said, "Where is Demarius Randall? Let's put our best receiver wherever he is, and then throw him the ball because he'll be open because Randall doesn't cover anybody." And then it was a touchdown. So that was the only positive point.
And then Randall never got to come back out of the locker room.
Nope. And after that, the game was over.
All right. Deep.
So anyway, before our fearless leader crawled into his dungeon and then miraculously appeared.
For the start of the show. Yes, go on.
Yeah. The start of the show, 20 minutes in. Yep, good job. So are we concerned about Ty Montgomery going forward? Do we I kind of think that Aaron Jones, I think he carved himself out a role tonight. I don't think he's going to be a bellwether. I don't think he's going to be a bell cow. I don't think he's getting 20 touches in a game that Ty Montgomery plays in. But I also believe that he earned himself half a dozen, 10 carries, 10 touches in a game that Ty Montgomery plays, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think he moves up ahead of Jamal Williams, and I think he's definitely going to get those touches. I think him and Jamal will probably carry the next few games as Ty is recovering from his chest injury. And then, I mean, even if he comes back next week, they're still going to limit his touches.
You'd almost have to think so, yeah. And even if
question.
Sure.
Packers running back team group members are not great, right?
They're young.
They're young and they're inexperienced, but like we said earlier,
let's answer the question at the same time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
I'll ask one at the same time too. So they suck. So anybody who stands out a little bit gets the care of the ball some more from the guy who knows nothing about professional football?
I don't think that Ty Montgomery sucks. I think that he is a guy that is better suited to touch the ball 15 times, not 25 times. And at least 5 of those should be catches, not runs between the tackles. That was part of the thing that I enjoyed watching Aaron Jones run between the tackles and show a little bit of and I think part of it was that they were trying to protect the 6th and 7th string tackles that they had out there. But I think that they were trying to prove that they could just run downhill. And I think that they showed with Aaron Jones they can do that.
Speaking of better suited, Michael Irvin looks like he looks like a clown.
Oh, that's right. You have to watch the game on the NFL Network, not CBS.
No, I'm watching it on CBS over in Antenna.
I'm watching it on CBS. I'm looking at Tony Romo and Jim Nantz.
Well, they just cut away from the 4. Mariucci was one of them. That guy from Atlanta who played baseball was also there.
Most of us know him. Yeah. Prime time.
But you did notice that Ty, the very first 2-3 runs he had, big chunks of yards. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right down their throat. So I mean,
that was a game plan from the start. Absolutely.
I hear what you're saying. That yes, but I still think he has the capability of being that 25 touch guy. You just want to do more of it on the outside and in space and less inside, which I think that's where having Jones come in for the 8 to 12 touches there, that would help.
How many carries does a running back on a team without an exceptional quarterback get?
See, that's the thing. In today's NFL, you don't
probably
see
10.
You don't see running backs get 25, 30 carries anymore.
Wow.
Because it's all by committee for the most part nowadays. But I do think that today you just saw, I hope you do anyway. I hope Mike McCarthy saw that there is going to be packages in this offense right now that has Ty Montgomery in the slot and Aaron Jones in the backfield.
What I saw today of Mike McCarthy makes me realize I need to stop putting together my plans to get Mike Holmgren back, because it looks like Mike McCarthy ate him. Is that true? Did he eat Mike Holmgren? Because, man, he's huge. It's been 10 years since I've watched a game.
They're both
I think
large men. They're both large men.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did they eat their Lombardi trophies? Anyway.
How concerned are we of Adams' injury?
We are. Well, I can't say we. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I would be.
I agree with Vinny.
That I can't speak for everybody. Yeah, you're right.
And whatever you're going to say next.
No, I'm concerned. Anytime you're going to be kept overnight for observation on a neck and back injury, you should be. It's concerning. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is that the guy who got rocketed with the helmet to the, as the ref said, helmet area?
That was the definition of dirty.
Yeah, it looked dirty.
Yeah,
like on the very next play, which I believe ended up being the Jordy Nelson second touchdown.
Yes,
I didn't actually see the touchdown because I was watching to see how many offensive linemen would just go after Danny Trevathan, the guy who hit Devontae Adams.
I was surprised he was out there for that play. But
I was surprised he was able to play in the game after that play.
Yeah.
Because I would have sent 5 guys after him. He's going to get a substantial bill in the mail on Tuesday.
And a lot of times the coaches will pull the guy for the next play.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised he was.
Yeah. Good catch. Good catch.
On Jordy Nelson's good catch for the touchdown? Or great observation on my part?
Yeah, both.
As a football expert.
Yes.
Who cares about the game on the gridiron? So the guy that got hurt, was he a running back or was he a receiver?
He's a guy that catches passes for a living.
I'm a step ahead of my 3-year-old boy on this football stuff.
I am so proud of you.
Packers? They're green, buddy. Who the white? Okay, those are the Packers. Forget it.
No, and Adams was looking to have a pretty positive season to build on from last year. Take that next step.
Was that a neck pun?
He had almost he had like 10 touchdowns. Wasn't trying to make that at all. It's a very serious situation. Yes.
Probably it's a
hospital.
Yeah.
Overnight stay.
Heavy stuff.
Overnight stay. Observation.
Yeah.
And you guys ever get hit that hard when you played football?
That hard? No.
Yeah, do you ever remember
no
specific hit playing?
I remember 3 specific hits. But no, never that hard, because professional football players are like small cars.
Sure.
But everybody's brain is built the same way. So if you get hit by a professional football player, that's the same stuff that happens to the people that get hit in the game. Their brains aren't any tougher than ours, or bigger, faster, stronger.
I remember one hit. and I was hit by a small car, and his name was Eric Lund.
Yeah.
He was a small car. That's the only thing I remember. And then when he picked me up off the ground, I lifted like 3 feet in the air.
Yeah, Eric Lund was a middle linebacker from Ashland, Wisconsin. Ashland Oredockers went up a little college ball in North Dakota.
Yeah.
When he would dunk a basketball, he would throw the ball down into the hoop.
Yep.
One of my hits was from him as well, and it felt like he was putting a baby down for a nap. Seriously, and then he picked me up again. Yeah, he could have obliterated me as a human being, but he didn't. And I felt that was a conscious decision as a man who knew how physically superior he was to other children he was playing football with.
He told me that he hit me that hard because I embarrassed him in a summer league basketball game.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you pants him or something? You didn't outplay him.
Well, on one play I did, and he got oohed and awed. Well, I got the oohs and the ahs, but he got the better end of that deal because I didn't get to hit him on basketball. It was weird.
It's against the rules.
It is against the rules. You get fouls on that stuff.
The other hit I remember or don't remember, I think it was Phillips. I got sacked. Big surprise.
What? Come on.
I think it was my only concussion I've ever had in football.
Was it on the pass play that I remember that we ran? We were earlier talking about a pass play, and I'm like, I think it was like, wasn't it like 187?
Yeah.
Like each right?
No.
Wasn't that the pass play?
No, we called the 187 to get Jack murdered. It was a 167.
167?
Yeah.
I thought 8 was a flag or a post.
No, a 9 was a
9 was a go route.
9 was a go route. 1 was one a
hook.
Hook. All I know is that the tight end.
The tight end did a
flag, and that was the easy
6.
throw.
Well, because
I threw that once with my eyes closed because of fear.
I was sharing. A listener was talking to me about the first episode and mentioned that we had a undefeated season, and I said, "Oh, I
think you misunderstood."
Yeah, we didn't even score a touchdown on offense, and then we were debating that if we even scored once on offense. And John thinks we did. I don't think.
I thought we had one offensive touchdown.
We did.
That was your quarterback sneak in Washburn, wasn't it?
That I don't think that counts because that was a exhibition game.
No, it wasn't. It was just a non-conference game.
Oh, right. That's what it was. Yeah, I got a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I got the 2-point conversion on that too.
Then I also thought we didn't. There may have been games we didn't even get a first down, and then I was trying to think of how we would have gotten a first down, and then I remembered I think we had one pass to the tight end.
I think
we
were terrible, but you're remembering us way worse than we were, man.
Right.
Well, I did get
a guy who's relived every game.
I've got hit multiple times in the head by Lund's knees, so I could have had some concussions.
We had to have a first down in every game. We had to have because they're like the hook route that I was only allowed to run ever in an actual game was for 8 yards. All I have to do is catch that, turn around, fall down, and that's a first down.
Yeah.
Well, unless you throw it on 2nd and 17 after you got sacked. I guess I don't know. I mean, you moved.
Yeah, I moved.
That's fun.
I found that this YouTube live thing really sucks the juice out of my lappy, so I had to go plug in.
Oh, so now you're in your study.
Now you're in the study with your mahogany shelves.
This is my study.
You're very important.
Yes, I have many leather-bound books. I have no leather-bound books.
I'd be impressed if you could pull out a yearbook right now.
How do you not have a picture of me up on your study?
I A picture of me.
I'm embarrassed for you right now.
Look at that guy. Yeah, that's me. I was 17.
I'm going to show you the picture that you should have up on your study. Keep talking while I'm looking for it.
So
people who came here to talk about football like this, then the third guy showed up and they stopped talking about Packers. I don't know what's going on.
He's moving forward for the Pack.
Talking about numbers. Somebody said Daryl Polachek. What's a Daryl Polachek?
We got 10 days off right now because we're gonna play it on Thursday.
Yep. At Dallas on Sunday. Not this Sunday.
10 days from now.
Gosh, you're good.
Yeah.
Man, nothing
That's
gets
why I was the
you.
Quarterback. Big brain.
And let everybody else do the work for you.
What are the few positives you're taking out?
I am taking out that they did have a semblance of a running game today. I am taking out that you got Mike Daniels an extra week of rest to heal. And actually they had and this isn't the first week they've done it, but they had a pretty good pass rush tonight, quite honestly. I know that Mike Glennon is nothing to write home about, but defensively, that was a fairly good game.
I'm gonna take away. I agree with you on those points. I'm gonna take away that the offensive line played pretty well and guys got some good experience and played maybe in some different spots, and it gives me some hope as their depth is. It feels like we have some depth as those other guys come back. That will be okay.
That's a good picture.
And then I think for the most part, our defensive backs played really well. I mean, you didn't even hear King's name at all, which means he just shut his guy down. And the Bears receivers aren't that great, but just another game.
But it's more experience under their belt, absolutely.
Yeah, and yep. Josh Jones. I mean, he
say it with some confidence. He played great
last week, and then again this week. So
yep.
I'm taking that out of the game.
And are we making improvements over the last 4 games?
I think with the development of Josh Jones, what you have is the ability to play. I think they have the ability to play in their 3-4 base defense, which, according to Tony Romo,
he does know stuff,
right? I told you.
Was it the end of the third quarter? Rodgers was the time was running out, and Romo said that they're just gonna let the time run out, and they line up, and Jim Nantz says, "Well, it looks like they're gonna run a play," and Romo says, "No, they're not." Trying to draw them off sides, they're not gonna run a play, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep, he's really good at his job, but their base defense with Josh Jones in there allows them to have basically nickel personnel to be able to cover a pass, but he is also physical enough where he can play linebacker and make a tackle out there if they run the ball as well. I think that's key.
Yes. And a lot of teams can't do that.
That's absolutely right. And up until last week, the Packers couldn't do that. But now, if you're going to have the flexibility to play Josh Jones at linebacker or at nickel corner or at safety, that adds a lot of versatility to your defense, and that you can disguise a lot of things with that.
Can I say something not based on actual knowledge, but I think is something I'd hear on sports radio? The bye has come at the exact right time for the Green Bay Packers, given all the injuries they have up to this point in the season.
And they get another bye in 3 weeks.
Huh?
Well, this isn't technically.
Oh, that's right. It's not really bye. Yeah.
They They played tonight. You know that, right?
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
They're playing again in 10 days. They have to play an extra
10
game
days.
on Thursday, and then they get
the
a bye on
Cowboys.
Sunday.
Yep. It's so weird that they played on Thursday. It's not even Thanksgiving. What the heck?
I'm trying, fellas. I'm really trying.
It doesn't seem all that hard, though.
Huh?
It doesn't seem like you're trying all that hard.
Oh, that's true.
That's what she said. Whatever.
Talking to you guys. Aaron, what were you saying before I so rudely interrupted you? And we should wrap this up soon. It's late.
Sure. I was just.
All right, that was a good time to wrap it up. I'm Jack Thompson.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron.
Just trying to draw him off sides.
No
ahead,
free plays tonight. Sorry.
No, I'm done.
No, I want to know.
I will save it for next week.
No, don't save anything. Leave it all on the field, Aaron.
I want to see him develop before I make my comment. So we'll save it.
One quick thing before we sign off.
Okay.
CBS and the NFL Network has obviously been listening to our podcast because I don't know if you guys saw this. In the first quarter, they had a graphic. Aaron Rodgers, in the last, I think it was 4 years, has the most free plays for drawing people off sides. So he's got the most completions and the most touchdowns on free plays in the NFL in the last 4 years because he's the best in the history of the world at it.
They're not listening because we do not have express written consent by the NFL to give any account of this game that just happened.
They don't need express written consent to listen to our stuff.
Dab straight. I'm Jack Tomzak. That's Aaron Pankey. John Vitamus. If you want to go play some football this weekend, guys, I'll be in Park Falls. That goes for anybody.
I said give me more than a week's notice and I'd be up there.
I will never do that.
Touch football.
Thanks for listening.
Have a great week.
See ya.